Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to make your own Cat6 cable, Ethernet cable. I mean, of course you can go to a store and buy those, but that will be expensive. And making your own is not as hard as it seems. You just need to get a box of cable and then cut it according to your own length that you would like. So for example here, I got a cable that I already cut off the length that I like. And this part is already connected that I already previously made it, but I'll show you guys how to make this, right? And when you just cut off your length, this look like something like that, okay? And you need some tools and some equipment. So first of all, you need to go get the connector, which look like that, okay? And you can go to Home Depot or any stores or buy on eBay, Amazon or anywhere, right? So I got this box. There are 25 of them, and some of them you can get more, depends on how many cables you're going to make. So every cable you will need two, right? The front and the back. If you are going to make one or two cables, you can get a small quantity. This box is maybe like, I think $10. Okay. And then you need some tools. You need this one, which is a tool that you can strip off this plastic thing from the cable, right? Goes like this. And then you need a pair of cutter to, at the end, you can cut the wires with this cutter, right? And then you need some special tool, which is this thing, I don't know how it called. But you can basically buy it from Amazon or somewhere. But at the end, it's basically when you, at the end when you put your cable together with this connector, you want it to be secure, so you want something crimping tool. Yeah, that's it. That's the name of it, a crimping tool. You can get it from Amazon, okay? Okay, so let's get started. So first you want to strip off the cable for maybe about like 2 inch or so. So you put the cable in this tool, this gripper, and then you have to press it hard. Okay, like that. So then you take it apart. Okay, so now first of all, it's like you see this extra little thing here, the fiber. You just don't need that, so I cut it off. Now you have to untwist this. Now you have to untwist this guy. Okay, like this. Okay, then you have to arrange them according to the Cat6 arrangement. So let me get my picture here from my phone. See this? Okay, so we have to arrange this wires according to this. So let's get maybe let me. Okay, so we want the white and orange, and then solid, and then solid orange, and then white and green, and then solid blue. Where is it? Here. Solid blue, and then white and blue, and then solid green, and then solid, white and brown, and then solid brown. So in this thing, like that, right? See it? And then you want to straighten this guys up as much as possible, because when you put in the slot is easier. So I would do is grab a bunch and just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth like this. Maybe twist, I don't know, find some way to twist them as straight as possible. Okay, so at the end part, you can see is a little bit challenging because they are kind of overlapping somehow, but you want to make sure that the top portion, oh wait a second, make sure the top portion is correct. So top is like here, and when we, so this extra wire is going to be cut off because you will not be getting all these wires in, but this portion, about maybe half an inch, this portion you want to make sure it's straight as possible. So let me do one more time. Okay, all right, that looks okay. Okay, I'm gonna straighten up the rest of the thing. Okay, so let me find where. Oh, here. So when you get a connector, there's two part of it. This one on top, it has this little tail, and then the other one is flat. So what this diagram say is like this. So you want to make sure that you go in this way with the flat end. The little tail end is the other side, right? It's on the bottom. So you have this flat on the top, and then you push your wires to this, and then according to the same color arrangement. Now, also want to mention that there are two kinds of connectors. Some of them are the pass-through connectors where you can take this whole thing, go in, and then the wires come up on the other end. There are some holes in it, and then you can just trim off at the end. That one looks easier, but I did buy a box from Amazon, but they were somehow defective. I mean, so it wasn't very good, so I have to return it. So at the end, I don't have any more of the other guys, so I'm just using the regular one that where this end is closed. So basically you have to be careful when you push this in. You're hoping that they align well for the arrangement, the color arrangement. So what we do here is when this is straight, you want to make sure that it's straight, the color arrangement is correct. Let me check one more time. Okay, so this is the tricky part. This is the tricky part. You want to have about at most half an inch, and you don't want to make it too short. Too short, you can't get it in. Okay, half an inch, and then you're gonna get your cutting tool and okay, like this. Okay, and just cut it off, trim off the rest. Okay, so hold this, don't let go, because otherwise your color is going to be messed up. So now you put it into this slot straight. Oh shit. And hopefully the color looks right. I'm not sure. Let me take it out one more time. So this one is quite tricky. You want to go in straight as possible, and hopefully the color is right. Yeah, I think it looks right. Okay, all right. This is why we need to have a lot of all these connectors, because if you screw up, then you have to cut this one off and then you have to redo it. But anyway, so now you got this crimping tool. you see this little notch here on the top, so that's gonna be on the top portion. Okay, and then you put that thing in the slot, and then now you crimp. Okay, and usually one time should be fine, but I usually just repeat it one more time, and then you take it out. So now this whole thing is kind of flatten it, right? You know, squeeze it tight, and so you see here, it's nice and tight, and then you don't have any wire exposed outside. I think this looks good. So we'll see if it works.